Dann hauen wir die hier mal zu Klump. Die scheinen ja... Oh, 39. Ist ja süß. Wir sind fast Level 50, meine Freunde. Das war ja kein Kampf, das war ja nix. Wieso sind hier so starke Zeuge? Ach so, wegen ihm hier. Wegen der Quest. Wegen der Quest. 66, willst du mich verarschen? Aber die kriegen wir eigentlich ganz gut weg dafür, dass sie Level 66 sind. Oder habe ich mich einfach verguckt? Ja, ich kann ja nochmal nachgucken, ja, doch, Level 66.
Consider yourself finished. There you go, Alphen. It's time to end this battle. I'm right beside me. Yours to be let free. Dragon Swarm, take this. Sword armor won't save you. Ready to go. I'm ready. Outstanding. This ends now. Consider yourself finished.
Gut. Dir scheint ganz unfair. Dir scheint es ganz unversehrt zu sein. Dir scheint es ganz unversehrt zu sein? Das ist nichts Deutsches. Das ist gut. Bist du Torwin? Ja, das bin ich. Aber wer seid ihr denn? Ich erkenne den René unter euch, aber ihr für die? Ihr wollt wohl den Rest von uns Überlebenden auch noch aus dem Weg räumen. Was? Bleibt zurück. Ganz ruhig, du musst dir ja keine Sorgen machen. Wir wollen nur... Du siehst aus wie ein Danea jetzt, aber... Das ist aber Astralarzt ein. Gibst du dich als René aus? Oh, nein, ich bin genau wie du Danea. Ich bin aus Sislulia und... Guck mich nicht an, es gibt keine Danea, die Astralarzt einsetzen. Du bist ein Monster. Wie hast du die gerade genannt? Ah, bleib weg. Was reden wir denn in Ruhe, du Penner? Ignoriere ihn einfach, Invel. Es ist nur ein wenig verunsichert, mehr nicht. Du hast ihn sicher mit seiner Magie überrascht. Stimmt. Außerdem wissen wir alle, was mit Almaldrea passiert ist. Kann wahrscheinlich nicht anders, als so paranoid zu sein. Ich weiß. Es ist ja wieder in Sicherheit und wir können unsere Aufmerksamkeit auf das Licht richten. Genau, natürlich. Gut gemacht, Idiot. Absolut sauber. Ich hoffe, das ist jetzt nicht zu stark hier alles, weil die Viecher waren schon Level 66. Auf was für ein Level seid ihr denn? Okay, ihr seid 39, jetzt geht wieder klar. Auch wenn die Kämpfe mittlerweile, ja, also das ist schon länger so, aber die sind mittlerweile so runtergestuft auf drücke einfach X. Ich setze halt andauernd den Drachenschwarm ein, der ist auf X. Und ich mache nicht viel anderes. Ab und zu weiche ich mal aus. Oder setze mal eine Boost-Attacke ein. Oder heil mal oder sowas, aber meistens ist drücke X to win. Okay, jetzt komme ich da rein, aber ich sollte mich erstmal ausruhen. Ein bisschen habe ich ja abbekommen. Ja, der Turm und der Bergkamm sind von Zeugen überrannt worden. Geht nur hinein, wenn ihr wisst, was sie tut. Waffe schmieden. Kannst du was machen? Ich glaube, ich habe noch nicht alles... Ich meine, ich habe sowieso kein Geld, aber ich wollte zumindest mal gucken, ob ich die restlichen Sachen habe. Aber habe ich anscheinend nicht. Wir waren schon lange nicht mehr campen.
That's a pretty tall tower we're looking at climbing. We better eat now, cause who knows when we'll get to next.
True.
But don't worry. If anything happens on the way up, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Good to know. I love how much amazing food we get to eat even when we're out on the road.
Me too. Especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver spoon elite for you.
Wer wusste nicht, dass das von Tieren kommt? Ach du Scheiße.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious actually.
Wait a sec, are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Hmm?
Shion, about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt. You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
Müll brauchen wir nicht. Wen rede ich denn? Shion? Ja, mit Duhalim.
Care if I hang out for a while? Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger. Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes. All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade you've made. It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Danon.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. And again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Not but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with. I do believe it's about time that I retire. Once we finish eating, we should get going.
Speichern. Die Aufnahme ist soweit alles mehr oder weniger okay. Toll. Wir sind wieder da. Nee, hier. Die Taste war's.
A scream bathed in blood. The earth throbs in pain.
Hold nothing back! Dragon Swarm!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me! You picked the wrong
I
fight!
thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet!
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion act.
Kacke, ich wollte eigentlich, ja egal, einen Überlimit-Attacke einsetzen, aber naja, ging ein bisschen ins Nix. Beziehungsweise sie hat nicht geklappt, aus irgendeinem Grund.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Gut.
A victory for the ages.
Mal schauen, wie es hier aussieht.
Stairs. Which way do we go?
I say up. I sense presences below us, but not as large.
Up it is then.
Okay, dann gehen wir runter. Berge aus Maulwurfshügeln. Was ist los?
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
Was?
A pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right. Phew. It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Shion.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome. That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
Ach, herrlich. Wir gehen jetzt mal unten gucken. Weil hier soll ja auch irgendwie was sein. Huch. Aber oben soll so richtig die Party abgehen anscheinend. Kann ich hier drauf? Nee, natürlich nicht.
Guess I misread the landing.
Ohne Truhe. Und ganz schön viele von den Viechern, die Level 66 waren, ne? Ist jetzt nicht so toll, aber wir versuchen es. Die haben wir ja eigentlich ganz gut fertig gemacht eben.
Dragon Swarm! Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still? Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Ruined. Dragon Swarm!
Leave the charge!
Dragon far enough!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Illuminate the dark!
Resurrection! They've got me surrounded.
Take it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Here, that'll bring you down.
Dragon Swarm!
Let's get you all tucked away! Gemini Aqua! Blade! Lightning!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Dragon Swarm!
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
What our friends
depend
on one another.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to
Einnahme
end this
down.
battle.
I'm right
No
beside
further!
you!
Shattering of pieces!
Here, let me help.
This one's all mine! Ignite!
And again!
Dragon Swarm!
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this!
Impressive fervor, little one.
Dragon Swarm! Air pressure!
Ready to go!
Rending you apart! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm going to need to use all the power of
Heilung.
my healing arts. I'll heal you
Air
all.
pressure! Rending you
Sterbe.
Will this help?
bloody howling!
Illuminate the dark!
Irgendeiner... Okay, danke.
Never miss!
Ich wollte sagen, irgendeiner soll mich teilen.
Don't leave me! Just
Ich bin down.
This is your
illuminate the... Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Benediction light.
Denied!
Dragon Swarm!
Heal!
I owe you one!
Mine!
Dragon Swarm! I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial Spear! Pierce
Dragon
Eagle!
Swarm! Shattering
Take this!
pieces! Attack time!
Freeze Laser!
It's on!
Do it!
Sono! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not today!
Up and
Dragon
let's
Swarm!
go! Illuminate the dark!
Pierce
Come
Eagle!
forth! Holy glimmer! Holy laser! Dance in the wind!
Hurricane
Air
Thrust!
cut!
Execution! Hurricane thrust!
Do it! Photon Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Okay, was haben wir denn hier feins in der
My
Truhe?
exploits are bearing fruit.
Ein Omega-Elixier, meine Fresse. Das ist gut. Das halten nämlich alle. Von allem. Wiederbeleben, Statusveränderung, alles. Deswegen ist das gar nicht mal so verkehrt, dass wir sowas gefunden haben. Und hier war sonst nichts, ne? Schauen wir mal hier unten rum. Aber nein. Helgenquill. Wir kennen die Viecher ja mittlerweile. Deswegen brauche ich das nicht vorlesen. Außerdem, als ich den Titel ja vorgelesen habe, da war der Ladebalken sowieso schon weg. Ladebildschirm. Mal gucken, was da oben auf uns wartet.
Steps upon steps. Why would someone build this?
Not to live in, I'm guessing.
Right? It would take someone real kooky to build all this.
Right.
Vielleicht als Tempel oder sowas.
This astral energy is incredible.
It's so thick here. Even we can sense it.
Get ready, everybody!
I was born ready. Nothing can surprise me.
Ich wollte gerade speichern und es ging nicht. Wahrscheinlich wegen dem Text von Lore. Dass ich das noch nicht, wir heilen uns mal. Wir sind schon Level 50, ne? Mit jedem, meine Güte. Mal gucken. Turm des Windgeists. Mal gucken, was uns jetzt erwartet. Prozeller, Sylph und Sylph-Federn.
What the hell is that?
Please tell me we don't have to fight that.
Alter, was ist das denn?
There are things on the ground to deal with first. Blow away! Take this!
I'm ready.
You're fit!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Tear! Hurricane!
Take this!
Raging
Tear!
Cascade!
Hurricane thrust!
Wait now!
Lunar Rongo!
I'll be saving this one! Mega Ray!
Tear!
Arc
Hurricane
Field!
thrust!
This'll come in
Rising
handy!
Falcon! I'm not done! I'll take you!
This one's mine!
Tear!
Shine.
Hurricane thrust! Burn in
Force
hell!
of regeneration.
Tear! Hurricane
Regenerate.
thrust! I owe you one!
This one's mine!
Hurricane
That thing's
thrust!
headed this way!
Even I can't stop that.
Everyone, look out! Magic Kazam!
We're doomed! Doomed! Pull it together, Law.
Sorry,
Wir leben noch alle.
calm.
Aber die Viecher sind alle tot.
Leave the
Ach
charges
du
to me.
Scheiße. Wen greife ich denn jetzt an?
Newcomers, let's welcome them.
Watch the ones up above, too!
Glacial Spear! Piercing Blast! Freeze Lancer!
Raining blast!
Lightning Condemn! Healing Circle! Illuminate the dark!
Tear! The
In a
flame
bind?
inside me!
I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best.
Eat dirt!
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Rising
I
Falcon!
never miss!
Does it hurt? I can carve through one. Far enough.
Dragon!
Amazing.
Ich denke mal, es wird wie bei dem anderen Vieh sein, dass wir hier einfach nur die
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Mobs besiegen müssen und dann den großen Mats töten wir in der Cutscene oder so. Also sahen die starken Viecher nicht also die Level 50er Dinger, die wir da gesehen haben.
Make it in time.
Oh scheiße, lieber. Sion lebt das einzige noch.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
more of that medicine.
One more. Back to the fray. A new lease on life. Sorry to trouble you.
Hurricane thrust! Ready and ready!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on one another?
You
You're
picked
right.
the wrong fight!
I'll bear that in mind.
Hurricane thrust! Take it!
I never miss.
Ready to go!
In a bind?
Hurricane thrust!
Radiant. Here's evil.
Hurricane thrust! Tear! Okay, here I go!
Resonate with the earth!
Hurricane thrust! Hurricane thrust! Tear! Hurricane thrust!
Let's do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Radiant light.
Hurricane thrust!
In here.
Hurricane thrust! Hurricane thrust!
Hab das Vieh wieder angeschissen.
Hurricane thrust!
Annihilation.
No! Can't end here!
Bin zwar ausgewichen, aber er hat anscheinend nicht gezählt.
Not done yet!
That'll bring you down.
Orangegelee benutzen.
Ready and ready!
Lunar blast. Fred, dance in the wind. In here.
This one's all mine!
Bring you back from death's abyss.
Ignite! Hurricane thrust!
Resuscitation.
Rising Falcon!
I'm going to need
Take
to
this.
use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this. Holy glimmer!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really
Do it!
In an instant! Impact cross!
Okay, noch mehr.
The earth throbs.
Und das Vieh wieder an. Meine Fresse, ist das riesig. Und das sieht auch cool aus.
They just keep coming.
This thing's putting us through our paces.
Das ist groß.
No further!
Light not in your dreams.
Sif's Lore.
Magic command.
Hast du einen Kern? Ja, hast du.
Not done! Dragon Swarm!
Was für ein Level bist du? 68, meine Güte.
I never miss.
Light free!
Far enough.
Now you see what I can do!
Here, flame of fury.
Rending you apart!
Glacial spear.
Bloody hell!
Lightning orb. All right.
In a bind?
Freeze lancer. Light after raging cascade.
Dragon Swarm!
Blah blah blah.
Heal!
Air drop. There you go. Don't let up. You hit the death.
Weg hier.
This will come in handy.
Dragon Swarm!
First aid.
In your death, a scream bathed in blood.
Hold on to your heart.
Macht das Vieh wieder was?
Forgive me.
Ready and rare!
Lunar
Bloody
blast.
howling! Dragon Swarm! No further! Dragon Swarm! Eat them!
From beyond, imbued
Kernbrecher, gut.
with light.
Dragon
Oh, Kacke, der Feuerball ist nicht gut. Ich bin tot.
Will this help? Leave the charge.
Is this it?
Bin ich wieder tot?
Healing. Here's another. Raging cascade. Welcome to the fray.
Fucking Tornados hier.
Can't
Ist doch Kotze.
end here!
Don't give up. All right. I'll bring you back from death's
Try
abyss.
harder!
This one's mine. I'll be saving resuscitation. Here goes. This one's mine. Don't mind if I do. The flames charge with my love. In here.
Dragon Swarm!
Ah, Mann. Mitten in den Tornado rein.
They smite with blackened and more of this will help burn out! Now I can let
I'm
loose!
all stop field. Annihilation. This will come in handy.
Dragon Swarm!
Got it.
Dragon Swarm!
Now's our chance.
Ist das unser Strahl, der da kam?
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Here I go. Go.
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
Das erinnert mich ein bisschen an den Kampf gegen Ameldrea.
Dragon Swarm!
Der war auch ganz schön hart.
I'll be saving first aid.
I owe you the flame
Und da waren auch überall diese Tornados und so.
Raging to the storm. All right. It's showtime.
Oh kacke, ich bin gestunt. Die alle sind gestunt. Bin wieder tot. Oh nein, jetzt kommen glaube ich wieder die Tornados, ne? Nicht in die Tornados rein. Wir sollten einfach versuchen, die Tornados zu überleben. Vor allem, wenn ich nicht voll geheilt bin.
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Dragon Swarm!
No rest for the wicked.
This should do it! Dragon Swarm!
Radiant light! Pierce! Searing flame! Reload!
Den Viertelhammer down.
Damn it! Watch and weep!
It's too much!
It's time! Annihilation!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon Swarm!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is atmosphere! Pierce evil!
Demon Lash!
Holy land!
Soaring Blast! It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
I'm
Try harder!
sorry.
Ich bin der Einzige, der noch lebt.
I can feel the Hear me! Flame of
Dragon!
I can handle it! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
Far enough! Resuscitation! I'll heal you all!
My pride was my downfall.
Healing
Seismic
circle!
Rupture!
I'll bring you back from death
Rending
abyss.
you apart!
Das ist der Healing Circle gewesen. Ich hab doch gehört, dass sie das gesagt hat.
That's gonna smart.
Oh, wie bin ich denn gestorben?
Lightning orb!
In a bind?
Dance in Where are you going?
It's on!
Sleep now.
Dragon Swarm!
Reload! One more time!
Ich kann mir auch gut vorstellen, dass wir hier sterben und dann ich das alles nochmal später mache. Wenn wir andere Gegner besiegen. Vorher. Der Odin-Auswurf, diese komische Schnecke da. Nachtschnecke.
Raging storm! Banana, let's go!
Leave the chargers to me!
Don't suffer in silence.
Tunnel! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy river! Holy land! I can do... Rise and shine!
Burn!
Art expert coming through! Resurrection!
I'm rending you apart! In a bind?
Dance in the wind! Lunar corruption!
Kaum fast die Hälfte.
By the power
Wir haben aber nicht mehr viel.
to me!
I can carve through armor! No complaints here!
Holy land!
Execution! On your knees!
Annihilation! The flames will roar by the power of water!
Dragon Swarm!
Wir haben nicht mehr viel also Wiederbelebungs-Items.
Mine!
Und so ein Elixier will ich nicht, also so ein Omega-Elixier will ich nicht wirklich für hier benutzen. Sondern eher für den finalen Boss. Belebt mich mal wieder.
Beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitation! The earth throbs in
Dance
pain.
in the wind!
Not done
Air
yet!
thrust! Light astral energy!
Dragon
Lunar corruption! Lightning condemned!
Sword!
By the power of water!
Can't end here!
Come forth, holy
Beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Dance in the wind! Air
Shine!
thrust!
Radiant light!
Überleben. Wiederbeleben. Danke. Nochmal ein Orangengelee.
I'm ready! More than that. In an instant! Impact cross!
From beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Lightning condemned!
Resuscitation!
Thunder blaze! Illuminate the dark! Magic is
Try harder! Now! Dragon Strike! Can't move!
not
From
off my
beyond!
watch!
Imbue this vanquished soul
Lunar
with life!
lightning condemned! Another wave?
long do we have to
Noch
deal with this?
mehr?
Try harder. My turn. Corruption pain. Rising
Willst du
falcon.
mich verarschen? Noch mehr normale Gegner?
I'll grind you into dust. Dance on the wind. Swarm. It's on. Reflect on my sins. Burn. They might blind blade.
Far enough! In here!
Dragon swarm.
Thunderblade! Too much to handle! Illuminate! Blah blah blah! Magic! Holy land!
Dragon
Don't
swarm.
get in my way!
I can carve through armor.
Light astral energy! Illuminate the dark!
Bin...
For the healer! Holy
Okay,
land
gut.
mine. Can't be happening!
Wieder beleben,
I'll
bitte.
take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus roar!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer, holy land! Thank you, Dohalim.
Oh,
I only
was
did what any
los.
other
Hold on. I think
In
you're
a
nicer
bind?
than you let on. Don't mind if I do.
Nochmal ein Orangelee.
I'm gonna need more than this.
Lightning orb!
I'll face from beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with light. Can't move.
Oh shit.
Everyone still doing all right?
Never mind.
Kacke, ich hätte lieber einen von den Heilern heilen sollen.
Right.
Wiederbeleben sollen.
Still got bite in me yet.
Shattering the pieces.
Let me show you what my arm can do. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
You're mine.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. This one's
Haut ab hier, Kackviecher, weg hier. Ich konnte nicht ausweichen. Du Heilin lebt noch. Ich will weder Elixier noch Omega-Elixier einsetzen. Komm. Du Heilin, du machst das jetzt.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light. Resuscitation. Reflect on thy sins. Shine, radiant light. Force of my reach is even wider. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. Leave the charge from beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with light. Anything in armor is all mine. Imbue this vanquished. It's on. Tear. Hurricane thrust. Rising falcon. No escape. Imbue this vanquished. From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with light. From beyond. Imbue this
Gut.
vanquished. It's time. In a bind. Take this.
Björn lebt auch wieder.
Begin.
Gut.
Here I come. Elusive deity. Rotating pile drive. No. Can't get
Oh, voll getroffen.
Bring you back from Illuminate Death's Abyss isn't ideal. Holy glimmer, holy land, pierce evil, primed and ready. Where are you going, Poodle?
Nothing gets by me!
What the?
Armor won't save you! Far enough!
Ne, Traumgelee. Dich hier.
Out of the woods, it seems.
Nothing will hold me back. Here I come.
Ich bin voll in den Ventilator, da ist schon ein Tornado reingelaufen. Ja, Orangelee.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Oh nein, Shion stirbt. Ich wollte gerade zurück zum Titelbildschirm. Weil das wird nix. Die sind mir alle ein bisschen über. Spielladen.